Welcome to week 5 of the SEED2SEED CSA for fall 2019. We have a few things coming in this week and a few new things, so let's go into the bag here and see what we have. We do have some eggs coming in again, so some of you who haven't gotten eggs before will start getting eggs now. If you haven't gotten eggs yet, then next week you'll be in rotation. This week in our meal starters, you have our edible flowers, marigolds. We have a purple basil. We have okra, and some of you will start seeing tomatoes. There are a couple of different varieties. Some are big, some are small, and they are different colors. So if you do have a yellow one, or one that is green and red, or dark purple, or more of a pink color, they're all tomatoes. They're just different varieties. They're all heirloom varieties. So if you don't see tomatoes this week, then you'll see tomatoes the following 2 weeks. So that's your meal starter for this week. We do have our kale blend. That is, you should be familiar with that at this point. Some of you will have our oyster mushrooms. You should be familiar with that. A few of you who didn't get watermelons last week will have watermelon this week. We have some of our purple top turnips. We had those last week as well. This week we have 2 new things I want to go over really quickly. This right here, you have a basket of sweet potato vines and leaves. So for those of you who don't know, the sweet potato, the entire plant is actually edible. Not just the sweet potatoes, but the vines and the leaves. If you want to or care to do some research, you'll find out that they're actually extremely nutritious for you. Some would say better than spinach and some other leafy greens. If you eat them raw, they can be slightly bitter but mild. But you can eat them raw, or you can saute them, and I will be putting some recipes in here for you so that there'll be 2 different recipes at least. One for the leaves and one for the vines and the leaves. So it's whichever you'd like to do, but you can also eat these raw in a salad if you want to mix this with your kale. So look for those recipes. And another thing this week, we have in the jars here, we have squash blossoms. They're just the flowers from the squash family. We have a few plants that are putting out some really awesome, they're the male flowers. The female flowers are actually where you get the fruit behind the flowers, so these are male flowers. They're very delicate, so they were picked this morning and then refrigerated promptly, and then we put them in these containers just to keep them safe. You will want to eat these tomorrow at the latest. They're very delicate, and if you do keep them for more than a day or 2, they won't be very good to eat. So we're going to try to get this video up really quick this evening so that you can see some recipes for the squash flowers or blossoms. That is everything for this week. Don't forget, watch the videos, give us a like, share if you have questions, or if you found recipes that you really liked and you want to share them with other fall CSA holders. Make a comment below or share a picture if you can do that. And you guys have a wonderful week, and we'll see you next time.